Hello, welcome to Channeling with Teresa. It is near Easter, and in this video, we're going to hear from Paramahansa Yogananda about the life of Jesus, his resurrection, and his persecution. I'm going to close my eyes and think of Paramahansa Yogananda. I invite you to do the same. Yogananda, I welcome you into my heart and into my mind. Share your words with all of us with deep conviction and your love and grace. Hello, my dear friends. I am so honored to be able to speak with you in this way. Though I dwell in eternity, I want all of you to come to this place and join me. And so my mission continues to help show you the way. Jesus also came at a very important time to show the way back to kindness, treating others as you would treat yourself, selfless service, the light, the love of God, the dedication, the wisdom, and the common sense. So, in Jesus' time, as you know, the Romans ruled, and they collected a lot of taxes and tariffs from the citizens. Is there something kind of familiar about this to you? Does it not remind you of what's going on right now with Trump's tariffs? The tariffs and taxes were heavily taken from the people. The disciple Matthew, who was a tax collector, before his heart softened and he followed Jesus, he was a part of trying to get the apostle Simon, who later was named Peter, to be sentenced for not paying his taxes and not having the money and the resources to do so. And Matthew also did the same thing to his own father. Giving all the negatives of his taxes to the authorities so he could be sentenced. And then things changed. He met his guru, Jesus, and he left behind all these old ways. And he followed Jesus and traveled with him and wrote the Gospel of Matthew. Hence, we have such great stories of first-hand accounts of the life of Jesus. The Jewish rabbis, when Jesus came and started preaching to the people about being at one with the Father, about being kind and helpful to your neighbors. Jesus's miracles that he performed also were quite perplexing to the Jewish rabbis. And he got a lot of attention through these miracles of healing people. And yes, he healed people and they could see again, and they could hear again, and they could walk again. But also, on a deeper level, he healed many so they may see the truth and hear the real truth again and walk in the single, most uplifted path to God. He came and he spoke the truth, whereas the rabbis at the time were talking about rules and all the rules and what you can eat and not eat and what you can do on the Sabbath and what you can't do on the Sabbath and how to worship, what steps needed to be followed in the ceremonies, the love for God, the seeking of Him became not even second, but 10th on the list. But the rules and regulations, they were first. And Jesus came to shake up all of this and to get rid of the silly rules and regulations and to bring back faith, unconditional love, sincerity, truth, kindness to all. He became quite popular very quickly because people loved hearing the truth. Just as we all do, when we hear the truth, we know it's the truth. And when we don't hear the truth, it makes us question. Jesus was speaking the truth, and many absorbed it quickly. And the Jewish rabbis became quite threatened and thought that they were that Jesus was going to overrule them because they were so into their rules. That was not his intention at all. And others thought that Jesus came to overrule politically the Romans. But that was not his message. He was talking about the kingdom of God not the kingdom of the Romans. So many misinterpretations. And these misinterpretations still go on today, quite frankly. So we know this, we all know the story. Jesus was taken, imprisoned, had a little short trial, and was nailed on a cross after having to carry it through the streets and be made fun of by so many citizens. Nailed to the cross. And on the cross, what does he say? Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. This is the greatest act of love, the greatest example of forgiveness that we have. Someone's killing you, and you say, forgive them. Amazing. And where in our lives can we do this? On a smaller scale. Forgive those who say wrong to us. Forgive those who act wrongly against us. We all have these trials. And the answer, away from suffering, keeping people in the wrong, keeps you in pain. And so let us use this beautiful example at this very holy time of year to say, I forgive so and so, and I forgive that event happening in my life, and I forgive God because I've blamed him for these bad things happening to me. And then our hearts are freed, my friends. You're freed. You're expanded and you're happy. We think if we forgive, we may lose something, but you only gain. You only gain. So let us ask ourselves, as the egos of the Jews persecuted Jesus in a smaller way, how does your ego persecute others? How does your ego judge others? How does your ego say, my way or the highway? Let's change that to just the highway, the high vibration, the high upward flow of energy to the spiritual eye, the contact place, the power point, where we may experience God directly. With that, I'm going to lead you into a guided meditation. This is very powerful. It's very easy to do at all times throughout your day and before you begin your formal meditation. So let's sit upright and take in some nice deep breaths. Breathing deep into your lungs and let it all go. And inhale, breathing deep into your lungs, and exhale. And one more really deep breath and let it all go. Focus at your heart center, your heart chakra. And energy moves with your hands, so put your hands together in front of your heart. And when you feel that your heart is closing or closed because of some outside circumstance that has happened, just open the energy up, open the door of your heart, and expand your arms out further and further. Now be aware, feel your heart and feel the space between your fingers. Your heart is in the center, and the energy of your heart goes out to the edge of your fingertips. And now take that energy and direct it up to the point between the eyebrows. And in prayer position again, in front of your heart, open those doors up wider and wider than you did the first time. Feel the space between your fingers and your heart as one big, expansive unit of light and energy. And turn that energy up, up, up to the point between the eyebrows. And a third time, back at your heart center. Open that door of your heart up far, 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 reaching the sides of the walls of the room that you're in. Being aware of all of that beautiful space, room, freedom of light of your heart emanating out, filling the room that you are in, and bring that energy up, up, up to the point between the eyebrows, and breathe and feel and relax. Your heart is now open instead of closed. And now moving to your throat chakra, put your hands in prayer position in front of your throat. And imagine you're going into your throat where that chakra exists. And open up that door. Expand your hands out a little bit. And connect a line from the left hand and the space there to your throat out to your right hand. Make it one continuous unit of energy flowing out, expanding, opening, freeing you. And again, we'll come back to the center of your throat and expand your fingers and arms out further and further than the first expansion. Feel all the space between the hands and your throat. You are capable of radiating out so much more light than you realize. And as you expand out, you feel better. You feel more connected, more positive, more joy. And one more time at the throat, hands in prayer position at your throat, and expand your arms and hands out, 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 filling your throat chakra and your hands out, filling the room with your radiant light, love, kind communication. Feeling in your throat chakra how expansive instead of closed you are now. And at your third eye, bring your hands in prayer position and open up your third eye. Open that door and feel the space of energy between your hands and your third eye. It's all you. It's all the light of God. And a second time, bring your hands in prayer position to your third eye and expand them out further this time. Feeling the space as one unit from your left hand to your third eye to your right hand. You are holding a ball of energy, of connectedness, of pure joy. And close your hands in prayer position again to your third eye, opening out further, further, further. Now beyond the room that you're in, as far as you can imagine, in all directions, your third eye is open to receiving the power, the light, the energy of God flowing through you. And real quickly now, let's go to the lumbar center and open with your hands. Open that out, 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 expanding outward with light in all directions. And to your second chakra, put your hands in prayer position there and expand your arms out, out, out. Feeling your love and expansiveness radiating out in all directions. And one more time at the base of your spine, Put your hands in prayer position and expand your arms out, out, out. Feeling so much openness at the base of your spine, at your first chakra. And now let's sweep our whole body all the way up your spine to the point between the eyebrows and release it all up to God. And another sweep up your body, all up through your spine to the third eye and out. And one more sweep. Sweeping your whole body up with the arms and hands and giving it all to the Father. And now from this beautiful, expansive, open place, open to receiving God's gift to us, Himself, let us meditate silently for a few minutes now. And now, as Jesus did, let us roll back the tombstones of our heart and allow God's light to penetrate deep within us, that we may to rise our energy up, 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 connecting ourselves with all that is. God bless you. The Spirit in me honors the Spirit in you.